Hello, friends. Today is Math on Tuesday, the 16th. And this is a little bit tricky because we do actually need to do a test this week in math. And I want to have a study day like we do in the classroom. I can see my hair is sticking up over here. That's the beauty of Zoom. I guess you can see everything. So I do want to do a study day, but I also don't want to fill the answers in on this for you because that would give you all the answers for the test. And I don't really want to do that. So we need to just study. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my page, but we're not actually going to write anything in it. We'll talk about what we want to put in it, but we're not going to write the answers in. Okay, so let me pull up the page for you. Share my screen here. And well, no, I don't see it. It's hiding from me today. Oh, it's completely hiding from me. Where did it go? There it is. There it is. Think you can get away from me. Huh. I gotcha. Okay, so what we're doing today is we're finishing up our chapter 7 on math. And this chapter was all about graphs. And we looked at picture graphs, we looked at tally charts, we looked at bar graphs, we looked at line plots. So this is the end of that chapter. This is where we're going to do the test on it. So today I wanted to study, but we don't know how long, we maybe remember last year when we were out all the way after spring break. So we need to find a way to still be effective in the classroom, out of the classroom. And that we have to be able to do all of our work. We have to do all of our work honestly. We talked about accountability. That means I have to know what's going on at home, and you have to understand what I'm doing just like you were in school. So anytime you have questions, have mom text. We'll go through it. If we need to Zoom, we'll Zoom. Do whatever we need to do to get the answers to your questions. But today we need to study. So I'm not going to write any answers down. I'm not even going to have you get this paper out. Just please look off my screen and we'll study together. All right. This page is titled Seaplane Flights. Okay, that's the title of it. And on one side, we have the days that the flights happen. And on the bottom, we have a key. And this key tells me that every time you see one of these pictures of an airplane, it means one flight. Okay? So, number 1 says, on which day were the most flights? Well, the picture graph is nice because all you have to do is look at the pictures to see which one has the most. And I can see that it looks like this has a lot and this one has a lot. But if I look here, I can see one more than this one. So on which day were the most flights happening? There it is. It's Monday. So my answer for number 1 is going to be Monday. Number 2 asked me how many flights were on Tuesday. Well, if I go on Tuesday, can I just count them? Yes, after I've checked my key to make sure one picture means one flight, and it does. One picture equals one flight. That's called a key. How many pictures? 1, 2, 3. How many flights? 1, 2, 3. My answer for Tuesday would be 3 flights. Number 3, how many more flights were on Wednesday than Thursday? Ooh, many more. We talked about that word. Does it mean addition or does it mean subtraction? Jeff, what do you think? Addition or subtraction? If you said subtraction, you're going to be right on that. Okay, so we need to count how many flights were on Wednesday. And Hunter, you can count those for us. Tell me how many flights you see on Wednesday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, says Hunter for Wednesday. And then I'm going to have Preston count how many flights were on Thursday. Preston, how many flights do you see on Thursday? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I see too. So now we're going to subtract Wednesday's 6 minus Thursday's 4. So we're going to write that down as a problem over here. 6 minus 4. 6 in my head, 4 in my fingerlaters, 6, counting backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2. 2 is my answer. 2 more flights on Wednesday than Thursday. Next one says, how many flights were recorded for the week? How many means in all. Jamia, if I say in all or all together, is that an addition word or a subtraction word? That's an addition word. I'm putting all of them together. So I need to count how many were on Monday, plus how many were on Tuesday, plus how many were on Wednesday, plus Thursday, plus Friday. Okay, so I'm going to count all of these up. So I would write on my paper 5, 6, 7, plus 3, plus 6, plus 4, plus 1. And I'm going to get the answer over here. So the answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. The answer is 21 over here. Okay. Jumping back to down to the next page, it says, write the total for each set. Use the tally chart to make a bar graph. We're making a graph now. We've done these before. Use the bar graph to answer questions. First of all, we need to find out how many tally marks we have. My title is Kites at this Festival. And first of all, it says blue kites. Well, I know if I count a set of tally marks, that's 5. And then I start from 5 and just count on the rest. 5, 6. There are 6 blue tally marks, or 6 blue kites. And I'd write 6 here. Here, I don't see any sets of 5. I only see 1, 2, 3. So I see 3 green kites. Red kites, I see 2. And yellow kites, I see an even 5 with none left over. So when I come over here and I color these, my blue kites, I'm going to color 6, which means I'm going to go to the number 6, and I'm going to find the line and color all the way down. When I color my green kites, I see 3, so I'm coming to the number 3, and then I'll color those down. When I go to red, I see 2, so I'm going to the number 2, come over, color them up. And then yellow is 5, so I come up to yellow, I do 5 kites, color them down, all right? Now I'm going to answer my questions. It says, how many kites are blue? I look up here to my blue. I can look here and read this total, or I can look here and find out how many. I look at my total and I see 6. So my answer is 6 right here. And then I come to number 8 and it says, how many red and yellow kites are there? And the word and, KJ? And, does that mean add or subtract? And means add. So you're going to add my red kites plus my yellow kites. So my red kites, I have 2, plus my yellow kites, I have 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. That's right, very good. 7 kites altogether, red and yellow. All right, very good. That takes us to the back. And now we have a line plot, and the directions say use the line plot to answer the questions. And my title is Number of Backpack Pockets. How many backpacks have exactly 6 pockets? Well, I go to my number 6 and I count the X's. 1, 2, 3. My answer here is 3. And it says, how many backpacks have 4 or 5 pockets? Do I use this as addition or subtraction? Rylan, what do you think? I need to find how many have 4, but I also need to find out how many have 5. So I count my 4 and my 5. That's going to be putting together, that's addition. So I do 1, 2, plus this one right here. And 2 plus 1, Rylan, we know is 2 in my head, 1 on my fingers, 2, 3. There it is, 3 backpacks. And number 11 says, how many backpacks were used for this survey? Kylie, I'm going to ask you this question. When I count these backpacks, am I going to add these numbers or subtract these numbers? You said add, you are correct, because we want to find out how many children had backpacks with 4 backpack pockets, 5, 6, or 7. So we're going to count them all. We're going to simply count all our X's. We can also go 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1. But we could just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's our answer. And number 12 asks us to write a sentence to answer the question. What does a graph help you do? How does a graph help you? A graph shows information to you easily. It shows information. Shows information is what we're going to write tomorrow in our test, and I'll help you with that one. Shows information, but I do want you to sound it out. Number 13 asks us to mark the answer. Let's read our choices first. First choice is to make their parents happy. Second choice is to show their friends they are hard workers. Third choice is to get done quickly. Or fourth choice is to honor God. I already know, I think I know what the answer is going to be, but let's check anyway. Matt was able to do his job well because he could read charts and graphs. What is the most important reason for Christians to do their jobs well? Do we want to make our parents happy? Do we want to show our friends that we're hard workers? Do we want to get done quickly, or do we want to honor God? I think that's probably we want to honor God. So let's go ahead and color that bubble in there tomorrow, okay? All right. This is a study video. You are studying this information. I didn't write any of it down because I don't want to give away answers for tomorrow, but I do want you to study. So that's why I've given you this information. Watch this video as many times as you need to, and tomorrow we'll take the test on the real paper. I love you all. I wish you a great science or a great break until next class, which will be handwriting.